What answers are you committed to not hearing? And what solutions are you committed to not finding? And to really go into the curious investigation of the answers to those questions, again, with no judgment and no condemnation, and not looking for a personality flaw or to call it anything other than just simply a fact, but to really go into it and look at it and get a different perspective on some of your behavior, some of your habits, some of your patterns through a more clear lens. Because we often, if you misuse the perspective, if you misuse language, sometimes we miss the answer that's sitting right there in front of us. And if you can change it around sometimes, or shift the perspective, or adjust the lens just a little, you get a more clear depiction and a more clear picture of what's actually going on. And if you're committed to change, this is very important. Again, to not call it self-sabotage, to not call it anything, but just to see what it actually is going to be where you are going to gain value from this. So again, I see it far too often, and in almost every human being I've ever worked with, to have some component of their life where they do not want the answer to certain questions, or they do not want the solution to certain problems. And again, it's not a flaw. It's just something to understand about yourself, and could be a stuck point, or those little sticky places, right, that we call in life, where you're trying to change something but nothing's changing in this area, or you feel like you're asking all these questions and doing all these investigations and you're never getting the answers. What if you flip it around and just consider a different perspective, again, through non-judgment, and again, don't call it anything, just ask the question: are there any answers in life that I am committed to not hearing? Are there any solutions to any of the problems that I'm currently experiencing that I am committed to not seeing, and why? And answer those questions. And then if you choose to make a change, then you can. But oftentimes it will loosen up, the kink in the chains, if you will, and at least start lessening the knot in certain very particular or challenging areas of your life. We all do this. It's not a character flaw. It's not a lack of willpower. It's nothing wrong with you. It's just a mechanism sometimes to keep you safe, and to see it in a different way. Sometimes when we ask different questions, we get better answers. And remember always, how you ask a question will also determine the beauty of the answer. So ask beautiful questions, but interrogate with grit and look for